Hello and welcome to Wisdom Trek. This is Guthrie Chamberlain, and I'm your guide to wisdom and creating a living legacy. Thank you for joining us for our 7-day-a-week, 7 Minutes of Wisdom podcast. This is day 156 of our trek, and yesterday we looked at why life is like a black dot. Today and throughout this week, we will be presenting a series of short wisdom stories. If you've missed any of our days of Wisdom Trek, please go to wisdom-trek.com and listen to them or read the daily journal. We are recording our podcast from the studios of the Big House in Marietta, Ohio. This episode will be released on Tuesday when Paula and I will be on our 7-day podcasting cruise. This week, while we are out at sea, I have a series of podcasts covering short stories about wisdom without a lot of additional commentaries to it. Once we get back from our cruise, we will remain at camp for a few days as we dive back into the commentary on the book of Proverbs. Today we will hike the milk bottle trail and see how our lives are shaped by the environment that we allow ourselves to be confined to. So today's story is, Life is like a milk bottle. My parents would always encourage us to set goals and to work hard to achieve them. They would tell us not to be a follower and not to set limits on what we could achieve. They truly believed that there were no limits, that we could achieve whatever we wanted to. This reminds me of the following story about a radish and a milk bottle, a story that's not easily forgotten. And this is titled, A Farmer's Lesson in Life. A farmer won a first prize at the county fair for his huge radish that was the exact same shape and size of a quart milk bottle. Many were curious on how this farmer was able to grow this radish that was the exact shape of a milk bottle. Finally, one gentleman went up and asked the question. The farmer replied, "It was easy. I got the seed to growing and I put it in the milk bottle, and it had nowhere else to go." You can use this story as an analogy for life. Our lives are shaped by what kind of surroundings that we place ourselves in, the people that we allow to influence us, and the goals that we give ourselves. So these are the key ingredients that we want to look at today. If we only dream and take no action, we go no further. But if we plan and set a goal and take action, then our lives takes a different shape. The important parts of goal setting go way beyond just writing down your goal and thinking that somehow your goal will be achieved. To write a goal is only a minor part of the way forward. The rest of the elements on how we reach that goal must be clearly stated with a definitive time frame for each step. This means that we must develop a detailed plan of action where each action step is detailed on what you must do and when and how much time it will take. If you do not have your plan detailed in this way and set specific target dates for completion, you simply will not be creating any expectation in your mind or urgency that helps you keep moving. But what about the bumps along our paths? Sometimes, even when you are following an action plan, you run into snags. That's part of life. Snags are not uncommon, and you should realize this before you get started. These snags, though, should only be viewed as a little inconvenience. These inconveniences are meant for you to resolve and then move forward again. These little problems are those that people cannot overcome because they're using the excuse that their goal was never meant to be. Show that you are different and that you have the dedication and resolve to keep going. And you will demonstrate to yourself and everyone around you that you are dedicated to accomplishing what you've set out on your goal statements. But don't try to go it alone. The fact that we do know that there will always be minor roadblocks, it is also wise to solicit a guide and help of a mentor. The mentor is a person that has a positive attitude, one who is very skilled at always finding solutions to issues and problems, and may also be someone who has experienced in similar issues along the way to accomplishing their goals. I cannot stress finding a right mentor or mentors enough, and I trust that I will fill one of those roles as your mentor in life. And if you ever have a need to discuss any issues with me directly, please email me at guthrie@venturescg.com, and I'll get right back with you on a timely basis. Goals and actions can help us accomplish more in a year than what some people accomplish in a lifetime. To prove this point, try reading some biographies of successful people, and you will see that goals and actions did, in fact, play a big role in their success. So in summary, don't put yourself in a bottle. In other words, move out of what is comfortable and secure if you want to move forward. Also, don't allow others to try to force you into their bottle. Instead, follow the encouraging words of the Apostle Paul in his letter to the church in Rome in chapter 12, verse 2, which says, "Don't copy the behavior and customs of this world, but let God transform you into a new person by changing the way you think. Then you will learn to know what God's will is for you, which is good and pleasing and perfect." So today we looked at why life is like a milk bottle and why we need to be cautious of being confined in an environment that will not allow us to grow to our full God-given potential. The lessons that we can learn from each other each day are so valuable, and I would encourage you to encourage your friends and family to join us each day and come along with us on our wisdom trek, creating a legacy. And for the next few days, we will continue to explore more short wisdom stories. And that'll finish our podcast for today. Remember to listen to your daily dose of wisdom at wisdom-trek.com or subscribe at iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, Spreaker, YouTube, or our new platform, which is Google Play. And then the episodes will be downloaded to you automatically each day. So please share Wisdom Trek with your family and friends through email, Facebook, Twitter, or in person as you meet with them, and invite them to come along with us each day. They'll appreciate that you've invited them. The journal for today's trek can be found at wisdom-trek.com, and thank you so much for allowing me to be your guide, your mentor, but most importantly, your friend, as I serve you through the Wisdom Trek podcast and journal each day. And as we take this trek together, let us always live abundantly or fully, love unconditionally, listen intentionally, learn continuously, lend to others generously, lead with integrity, and leave a living legacy each day. This is Guthrie Chamberlain, reminding you to keep moving forward, enjoy your journey, and then create a great day every day. See you tomorrow.